can't see it.
All right. Here we are, Famas OP on T-side versus old school CSC.
This is game 2 of the finals of your Trashmoe Cup because scheduling
This is losers
great.
finals,
The
actually.
losers final, sorry.
I should go check the bracket just to be sure.
That'd be good. Currently 7-0 with bomb going down for another T-side plant, putting into a 4 versus 3 with Foots on the retake, losing a player 4 versus 2.
And this map is one of Foots' perma-bans, and they're playing with sub A-Bear, which A-Bear is great. I take him as a sub. But
we took him as a sub
it's
when we lost a
unfortunate
game
to have a sub.
Vertigo yesterday.
Yeah, he did top frag on Vert.
I'm not trying to say it to disparage him, I'm just noticing some similarities. Then again, our scoreline was way better than this.
Yeah, but we did have to make a big comeback, though it was on CT's side. Looks like potential to stack dough are the ones that won winners semis and are sitting in the grand finals to play whoever wins this, which right now it's looking like
I think
CSC.
Do you know what their deciding map is if they happen to pull this out?
Is the Comey, Yeffel, Jack Toldman, Sleepy Docted squad, which we actually fought 16-14. And they're definitely a strong squad. I don't know why we played them in the first round.
You forget how strong our squad is. We had 2 level 3s and they had 2 level 9s. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is here.
That seemed pretty
I don't know
fair.
what the problem is here for RZK. They should obviously just be able to clutch out this 1v2.
1v2 is
Or
gonna make
save the AK. Or not save the AK because Andrew's hunting him down.
Yeah, but he should hear it because he's making all the noise.
Ooh. Alright. Nice 3k from RZK.
Kill.
Let's go, RZ. Shout out to them for carrying me in matchmaking games. Or face it pugs.
The Cube showing off his expensive inventory as our observer shows off unplayable parts of the map like the old T-spawn. Hi old T-spawn, how you doing? Never remember the memes of jumping down there and then failing because you didn't know what you were doing?
Sounds great.
Good times, good times.
Not good times for Foots though. As
you know,
it's rough. It's real rough for him.
You know, I strongly believe that this is to lure their opponents into a false sense of security, which will then flip the table on them and cause excessive tilt. Or maybe, wait, is it? They also do a 0-16 on Ancient, am I reading that right? Or is that something different?
No, I believe that's just how it is imported in because they had won it.
Okay, so that's just us putting in something.
I can give you the actual scoreboard. It was 16-3.
That's not a lot better. That's better.
Really not a lot better.
And now we've got to their perma ban.
12 and 15. They just kind of got wrecked.
So 3-16. Thanks for the update. You know, maybe I was wrong about that whole Futzer playing big brain. They could be, but it's about time for them to turn it around if they're going to.
Yeah, it's about time. It's about time. Also, shout out to everyone who's streaming in now that I put the thing in announcements so people can actually see the stream.
I should pull up.
It's happening.
That would put me want to interact with. I didn't want to read out all the they're as cracked as they are jacked and checking for cheating stuff.
You wouldn't talk shit to A-Bear on land. He's as cracked as he is jacked. He's at the freshest restaurants. Hangs out with the hottest dudes. Y'all are pathetic. Nah, but you know who's really hanging out with the hottest dudes? All the CSC people that are at IEM Dallas.
Because it's hot there because the earth is on fire.
Shout out GBA, who got a picture with twists.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
RIP Sadcat for not getting a picture with twists.
Yeah, Sadcat is towards the south. He could have just gone right to Dallas. Easy. I don't even know if he's still in school. I don't even know if school's still happening.
School is not happening anymore. It's been canceled. No more school
Just
ever.
all of school.
All of school. The concept.
It's hard to talk about the game right now when they're just sort of getting rolled, but they have a pick. Calvin goes 1-1. I can call him Calvin.
Mid
Yeah, I know
gets
top
taken
players
out.
like that. Oh.
The Cube also dying on the side. CT is actually looking
Did I say that? Oh,
to have potential. 2
the
versus 2.
Lindley Negev!
1 versus 2. 1 versus 2. Has the bomb. Going A. It doesn't have the... Now has the bomb.
If there's
Checking
anyone
if
that
he
could
has
win
the
these, it is
bomb
Destro, though.
with his 35 ADR.
Yeah, that's a couple ADRs.
I mean,
He
it
has
was
a
so
killer
low,
for
I thought
every
it was
round. He should have like
utility
100.
damage.
What the frick? I think the HUD's broken. Blame the HUD.
I'll blame the HUD. Alright, I'll believe you.
He has an open A
BT's
site.
thinking it's coming B.
He could plant or go through spawn. I think he just wants to clear this out. The question is,
RCK
will he
going
double
down
back?
ladder. We have Footlocker on the boost.
Yeah, Lindley vibing up there. If he makes a noise, if he drops down, takes a step, Destro should hear him, or he just catches him right in the side, right in the timing. Instead, he's gone past, and Destro, he doesn't want to waste any time on that. He wants to clear out this B site. Now that he has it, he can plant here on default. But there's already a player up close. That is Lindley with the Negev. He starts to spray it down, and it's perfect. Suppressing fire. Knocks Destro out of the round and gets Foots their first CT round.
Apparently waiting for his teammate to acquire some sort of weapon.
He's got the op. RZK has it. That'll be useful for him. And they've got okay economy. I say okay, given that each of these players still left alive can drop one over. And A-Bear will
one of those drops would be a Negev. They are sticking with that.
Snapple who's shotgunning. Swag 7 pulled out. Gonna get aggro here on B, or just play up close by the wood. One of the two. Molly's down and just way too far out. Yeah, why are you peeking that far, man?
Especially without flash.
Unfortunate he did not expect the fast pace, but old school CSC. Maybe old, but they are quick. One is traded back, though. That's Lindley grabbing it. And RZK getting Hakoob there at side hall. It's going to basically take all of the ramp information and control away from old school CSC. But in the meanwhile, Andrew's gotten up close default. Takes out one player. There's another player back towards CT side. And there's a T that's lurked up mid to cut off these rotates as the bomb sprints into sight. 3 CTs here towards their own spawn. Just going to try to get in on this one. And it's the dual mid won by Renand. That is a thorn in their side. At least A-Bear's gotten one up over the smoke. There's a player up close in smoke waiting to come through. Will he be ready for it, or will they just walk past? Oh, all of A-Bear's teammates now have fallen, and he needs to get this 3K 1v2 clutch. Sees the shoulder and takes him down. A quick headshot and an opper last left to find, and the jiggle peek is perfect. Dodges the first op shot. Now behind Jen, swinging out wide, but he is ready. Bane Gaming 1 shuts him down. I'm a guess Bane Gaming 1 isn't their main tag.
So close. Such an opportunity and such an anticlimactic
It is Bane
end.
Gaming. Let's go Bane Gaming. Old school CSC.
20
I'm
kills
used
on
to
that
the weird
night.
face-it names, like Lindley is Futar Lukter. And Lindley is dead. So let's let it happen. RZK has at least gotten one back here up on yellow, but only one. Aber mid push shut down, and
Snapple boy on his own.
Yeah, Koi's basically just stuck flash off. They know, well, we've killed the B player. We've killed the A players. So last one's probably in mid. Creeping up close, Destro's just going to slink back into the ladder room, and at 10-1, you want to go for this kind of clutch. You've got two lit players to go up against, but at the same time, at 10-1, with garbage money, kind of want to just jam time and keep at least something into next round. Now he's got to sprint up. No time for him to be quiet.
Yeah.
And Hakub right there on the off angle to shut him down. Old school CSC looking to just dominate their way through this losers finals.
Just on paper, that setup looked like a winnable 1v3, two opponents at like 1 HP, but ate up all his time just walking up to the bomb site. Now we're seeing classic fast A control. CTs having almost nothing to buy in with.
And they have FAMASas, but they're not on T side.
Yeah, it's not really going to do it for him. Well, maybe it will with Snapple getting a kill onto B.
Yeah, Andrew going down. Hakub looking for an angle up over the side of these stairs as he creeps up. That's the top of the head spotted. Oh no, Snapple didn't actually see it. Now Hakub mollies. He's up so close and he sees the backpack. Snapple just sticking out, tucking around White, but Hakub knows exactly where he is. They're playing Ring Around the Rosie, and I don't think Snapple is at all aware. Reloading as he backs up. Gone, and that's the B site gone. So the bomb's still coming in on A. It's being planted, and it's been shut down. A-Bear with one. The lit player is the second, and he makes it possible for Lindley to clutch this one out. He's got a Zeus. He's at the bottom of ramp, and they don't seem to be aware of him. Bane Gaming still stuck looking at the site. If that kill is grabbed, this could be something big, but he's going to plant opposite. He's going to plant towards CT.
This is not the gun I'd be going into this with if I had the choice.
Oh, and yeah, Vane Gaming just backs up to the right distance, so the Zeus is useless. I think even the Nova might have been a better shout.
Yeah, if I could have hit at that range, it'd just be, you know, shotguns being unreliable.
He could have one-shot him, though, and
They
then
very
the
well could have,
other
and then it
player
would have
up in
actually
heaven,
moved in.
he obviously
Both of them
then
were in
takes
Nova
up the Zeus,
range.
bunny hop zaps that guy.
I would maybe
Obviously.
just keep using the Nova, but yeah, that would also work. Heavy CT stack towards A.
And there's
Leaving
one
the
Zeus.
T stack towards B with a Zeus. This could be interesting. Oh, and an XM. Through the smoke,
He's
misses
gone.
the Zeus,
Oh!
and gets Zeused himself!
The response Zeus from Renand. He was ready for it. And it feels like everything Foots tries. Old school CSC is just ready for it.
That was from Moscow. From Foots. That's okay.
That is appropriate for their name.
Smoke. 2 versus 2. A retake is very possible at this point.
A-Bear does also have the A1S. Oh, Andrew loves to tuck into that spot. Jumping up top. A-Bear's ready up close, shut down. Okay, now this 2v1, this could be doable. If they grab the last 3 rounds of this half, they could make something of it, but Destro's gotten an instant headshot. RZK, tap on the bomb, and Destro's getting back. He knows to just play passive up against this shotgun. Now RZK's gotta go for the stick, and so Destro shuts him down. A 13th for old school CSC and a solid 1v2 there.
Solid hard read by Destro that first tap was 100% a fake. Doesn't need to look at it. Forces him to do it again. Knows the time's on his side.
Did you know that Destro is the only player on the old school CSC team that has not won a trophy?
I did not. But that is most fascinating. Do we know which team he's on this season?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know they won a lot of the older seasons. Though Hakub did win the most recent season a Challenger. And it looks like they're going to win this losers finals of the second Trashmoe Cup. Only one more player to get through for a near flawless half. Elo Assassin, just let it happen. Stuck here at the ramp, and it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time as they all push in, completely surrounded. A no-scope and a team kill. Okay, this is a 1v1. No kit, so he's basically just gotta go fast, sprint all the way up.
He's already out of time, unless there's a kit down. And now he's just out of time in general. Gonna die with honor to the op shot.
He's gone. And with that, Foots, only 1 round. They got 3 on Ancient. So we'll see. Maybe pistol round. If they can get more than 3 here on Verdi, that might be nice.
They really need... I mean, for multiple reasons, they really need this pistol round.
I think it'd just sort of be a nice thing, too. You know?
They could
It'd feel
technically...
good for them to get something going. Just something.
Always ready to see
something, but
Counter-Strike,
instead...
but the first shot's not going the way they want.
Ouch!
I mean, and second kill also towards Old School CSC. RZK finally getting a trade, but the third kill is going to Old School. The coup just sitting back here and tapping heads.
It's all on the back of RZK now.
1 versus 4. Glock and the Dream Burst Fire gonna get the first. Peeks out, gets the second.
There's a player close. Who wants a knife? No, shut down.
1 versus 1. RZK cannot be stopped.
Oh, Bane Gaming now is going to actually hold, actually play the long distance angle, and finally, RZK is stopped. A lot of damage, but 15 for Old School CSC.
Most unfortunate. Force buy coming in. That'll... We ignore that. Whatever that was, we ignore it. It didn't happen.
Pushing up close. This could. Yeah, that gives away a pick. Though they had gotten 1 back there in mid. And there's 2 instant rotates over to B. Snapple, Koi. He's gotten up on this wood. But spotted out, spammed down, low HP. And Lindley wanting to come either through this smoke or just hold and phase it as it fades away. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be awkward. He hears Hakoub drop behind him. He's gone through for the Zeus. The Zeus is missed. At least the SMG will finish, but that is rough. None of his Zeuses seem to be working. RZK grabs 1 back, has the bomb, but left in another clutch. Last time it was, what, a 1v4? He just wasn't able to win out. This time, a 1v2 seems more possible. But I don't think Old School CSC are going to be memeing on this one. I think they just want to finish right away, but the Zeus missed. Destro was up close. He got the fight that he wanted, and Renand, well, that fight is going to go the way of RZK. 3 there in the round, a 1v2. And Foots, they've got 2 rounds. They've broken the economy of Old School CSC by winning the force back. And who knows, maybe they'll get to 3. It's exciting. Close smoke for a molly. Player dropped down close, and Andrew hits a nice 1 dig. Shotgun through the smoke. Renan's knife out and gets knifed instead. Finally, something going Lindley's way, but instant 2 back. Old School CSC somehow find an advantage again, though RZK is still alive, still kicking, still able to win just about anything, and he's got A-Bear by his side. They're just holding. Not a lot of map control, but not a lot that only 2 CTs can hold as well. As RZK looking ready to flash out up above that B side. And A-Bear peeks to find Hakoub, aggressing for some kind of information. And instead, we're even in a 2-on-2. Whatever site they go to, there is a CT here and waiting. And the question is, do these CTs give away their spots? Do these Ts find them out? Or instead, could it be the perfect backstab? Destro at sandbags, tucked with his 5.7 in armor. No util. And there is a molly on RZK if he decides to use it. Watching, but not spotting, and so now ignoring it. Oh, this could be everything. Destro up behind. A-Bear gonna start to plant and get shut down. RZK, you got a clutch again. Another one on that gun. He jumps up top,
Oh.
but doesn't have the gun out. And so old school CSC will one-up their previous map performance, and this time win it out 16-2 and make it to the Trashmoe Cup Grand Finals for a rematch. Waiting to play them potential to stack dough. This will be an interesting one. Old school CSC definitely hot off this win. And, well, we'll be sure to get that next match, the grand finals, straight to you here on this stream. So don't go anywhere.
Or do. No, they can't. We're not saying anything. Like an observer, they can hear us. What can they hear? The sound of my breath? Enjoy this fake knife round as the players fuck around for a while. Mostly killing their own teammates. It's great.
Welcome back to the Trashmoe tournament. We're here in the grand finals. We have Team Toldman and Old School CSC going on Ancient, picked by Old School CSC. We saw what happened a little bit earlier with Old School CSC on Ancient. Dangerous combination.
Technically, we didn't get to see it, other than just the 16-3 scoreline, and it's like, oh, the
Things
Team
went
Tolman
well.
getting a CT start might help them. Very fast mid, and they're wrapping A straight through donut immediate. Entry, and there's a player stuck pinned down in Temple, but still able to get two. That's Toldman. Doctor trying to provide cover as Renan slipped up close, and Toldman gets another one. Excuse me, that was Sleepy, who'd come up to join him.
It was a good strat by the T side. You saw the mid smoke come in at red room. The donut push quick. You know, a lot of times the CTs will stack B heavy on Ancient. It is typically the preferred site. A, not very popular. So Toldman standing tall.
The issue with that is as soon as you see mid pressure, you assume they're wrapping A, basically, on a pistol round. If it's a set strat like that and they're deadying that much util straight into mid. And so getting into Temple, you just have long range fights that are very advantageous. So now, basically, any fight is in the advantage of the CTs. Has potential to stack dough. Stacking up that dough, getting that cash by farming these SMG kills. Renand has Glock 2 down. My only guess is it was an attempted knife. But either way, they finish him before too long.
Yeah,
It looked like it was going to be a one-sided massacre before that Glock goes off.
Yeah. They were all getting wrecked, and then Renan just Glock 2 of them. 280 ADR Renan, let's go.
You see the AKs coming out immediately. No bomb plant on the second or first round, so usually it leads to a low util buy on T side.
Oh.
Destro taken down.
Yeah, they needed a flash or something to push him off that angle.
Maybe not expecting the AKs.
Maybe not, but they should be, given that that was a full save.
There's some worlds the T's will save, just because that low util can punish on Ancient, but the AK's ringing true.
If they decide to end this B, they basically feel like need to clear out cave, where this retake is going to be difficult. Thane Gaming coming up close. The shotgun shot just a little off, so it only tags 5 HP. A player up close to red room smoke, slipping through. Docta is ready for it. Not going to let him get a quick one like that, and so instead...
There's a world. Sleepy gets in this corner. He might be able to get away with one here. Depends on which corner.
Yeah.
Hey, LeMayo.
Hey, LeMayo. That's Andrew, also known as Mr. Nut. Now I believe his CSC tag is Andrew.
Andrew. Oh, Sleepy!
That was so smart.
Catches him sleeping.
Yeah, and Docta was there for a trade no matter what happens. And now Docta's the one to push up close. Destro's gone and Renand. A 1-on-3. B site. Open for business now with that entry, but Docta's still there to defend.
Interesting. T's really got slowed down there after that initial pick in middle.
Yeah, 3-0 start. And it's probably just going to be a pistol partial, I would guess. Ooh, either a hero AK or a full force as Bane Gaming goes into this one. And it looks like a disconnect, given that Bot Eric is now on the team. Bot Eric, also another name for Shade.
I firmly state that is accurate. Yeah, I'm very bot. Much bot. I mean, have you seen it? I throw a flashbang, it flashes all of my teammates and myself. Maybe an enemy sometimes. As one
of your teammates? I can say yeah. If you just hit one of them, maybe we would have won yesterday, and then we could have been here.
Ooh, the T is
a singular kill. If only I could learn how to aim.
This potential to stack a dough team, Team Toldman, we played them on Vertigo, and it was 16-14.
It's a tough break. I was out of town for my my team's game, so I was unfortunate, didn't get to watch or participate. But I'm
It's
excited.
also like 5 rounds at match point or something like that.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we
no.
made a
Like,
crazy
it's
comeback and then lost the
very
very
close
last
to it.
one.
Yeah.
That's brutal. Brutal.
All right, timeout's still ticking down. I believe this is 4 2-minute timeouts.
Quite a bit.
That's
Because I think that's
some
what Chase
tactics
it
right
defaults
there.
to, which is a lot of pauses. Yeah, it's used to 30-second timeouts, given that's the standard in pro play, is 4 30-second tack timeouts.
Yeah, this HUD just not responded to that.
You know, we're seeing a force spike come out of the tees, and I was just about to bring it up.
Yeah,
A lot of
it's turned into a forced AK and like just a partial here,
but we
as
only have 2
Bane drops it to Renand.
flashbangs. 2 flashbangs here. One's on the ground, so it's not going to show up on the HUD here. We saw
This has
Renan
got to be
purchase it.
fast. Up B
It's
ramp
gonna be a
possibly.
quick B. I assume it would be a quick B. We're gonna have Andrew come out middle early, just maybe to dance around this Molotov or go A main to keep it from being instantly shut down. But the Molly's gonna
Oh,
stall
he
out
might
the
get past
tees.
Docta. Instead, he's up close, and Docta's missed on the A main player. In the meanwhile, they're coming up B ramp. Docta's just forced to run away, and Hakoob's gotten an opening there. Renan's Hero AK has gone down, but is now in the hands of Bane Gaming. No armor, but he could make it work. And Coldman looking to the side, trying to play anti-flash, and as he swings out, hits Hakoob. A little awkward there, but they stabilize. Things had gotten kind of close, some of these scrappy fights, but they all suddenly go the way of potential to stack dough.
Seems like the T's just not confident in their default here, not quite sure where or when players are gonna come at them. CT's playing really aggressive on B, and you see middle
Yeah.
with Tolman up cat pretty early. No aggression. Again, we had this force buy and 4 through door. They sure can't quite take out Tolman that Deagle nerf, making it 3 bullets instead
That's
of 2.
true. Shout out the Deagle nerf. Feels like it was yesterday when you could two-shot people in the body like 10 feet away.
We saw a lot
Yeah.
of we saw the op get nervous there in A main though. We might see a little bit more pressure towards him as Donut had to back up and bail him out.
Yeah. I'm surprised that he didn't go down or hit that shot. Instead, it was
Hakoob?
just
Through
both
the
players
molly.
running away. Flash is out mid. Hakoob is out immediately, and Yeffel is there along with Docta to shut him down. Either that was a missed top mid smoke or just a body block smoke. Either way, the push through A main, they're trying to establish even more dominant control, but instead, a player going down, it leaves Yeffel here to try to lock down the site, just gonna tuck all the way back into Temple. Docta there at Donut to set up a crossfire with him, though is smoked off. Technically
There's
a gap
on
in
that
that
right
one.
side, yeah.
And yeah, he's gonna come up to exploit it, and they are not ready for close Temple. Andrew taps it, waiting for Yeffel to swing, but instead it's Docta out from Donut. And a 5-0 near flawless start. Ancient is CT sided, but still, this is good
CT
confidence
sided?
building. All right. Deegs again. Hero AK. Everyone's bought down. 2 AKs actually. And they're just gonna keep defaulting 4A.
It's gonna be tough.
Economy
We
this
see
rough.
CTs seem very prepared. Got a smoke into outside B there to block off the T's. Andrew and maybe in a little trouble with Comey's playing in Jaguar here.
Yeah,
I have
the
to
tough
try
part.
not to use my weird callouts for this map.
Yeah, Comey's in a tough spot if they don't get the frags. It all relies on aim, and they get both.
Man.
Just
Takes
caught
out
that
both.
weird timing to slip in between him, and the re-aggression failed.
Fun fact, this wall is wall bangable here. You know, Bane Gaming and again Comey as well can shoot back and forth on these corners.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
CTs are definitely favored with those wall bangs, given the lineups that you can do to just go straight down lane or even get anyone coming out mid.
Oh, the pincher doesn't work out for Renan there. There was a timing that smoke starting to fade outside of the door. Renan comes in, Deagle swings at the same time, but CT's at 3 there, ready to hold.
It feels like we've only seen one real gun round for the T's. On this one, they're just going to partial. Destro is going to be the one who's bought in, but that means it'll be poor next round. So their
just
economic woes technically still continue.
fun fact on the T side: if you're on max loss bonus, if you're above 1500, you can buy the next round, AKs and full nades. So the fact that Destro's here on 50, but everyone else stayed above, we might still be able to see a full buy come out with maybe a Galil on Destro.
Oh, Hakub, they've just run down Coldman over there on the B site, and Destro eventually finishing Docta. The only player left is in Donut, and that means that one of these A players can wrap into CT spawn. All of the rotations are cut off. If this Donut player gets smoked off, old school CSC will be in a very, very good position. That being said,
If I was gonna have heard these guys run up to A main,
yeah,
right? He was tucked in the corner looking for the sound.
they
Destro
should
goes
know
down to
he's here
CT
though.
on B, or in
Oh,
middle there.
that's important.
But Hakub in middle gets one for free. And they're nervous about this.
Yeah, the fact that Bomb's been the one that drops towards Donut is a really big deal, and the fact that Bane Gaming does have a smoke means that they can smoke off Donut. That's really important, to get that smoke off and then just be able to planning open. They can keep sort of this CT temple side control, or instead try to play site and main. This is a
There's
little
a
bit more split off. I'm
there's a
less of a
timing
fan
here.
of this because yeah,
Oh,
it all
there's
comes down to this duel and timing. Bane
But he's
Gaming
not looking.
completely caught off. Yeah, there's no way he expects the long flank after the mid presence essentially was made. Now Hakub tucked here behind. Komi's actually
think he saw his
reading
head.
that it's towards Temple. And yeah,
Oh, his
Hakub
head.
hears all of this. Hakub knows the low HP, he should have this. It should be locked in, but a
But Komi!
flick to the head!
shot!
Amazing from Komi. Shuts him down, has the kit to get the defuse, and they continue the flawless streak.
Wow, what a shot.
Oh,
16 HP on him. Hits the headshot. Nothing Hakub could do there. Played it right,
Yeah.
played the timing, just swung too wide.
yeah, instant. It's just
didn't know where he
sometimes your
went.
opponent's quicker.
Got nervous when he started walking, didn't know where he went. Didn't want to get caught out on a weird peak. Smoke bounces before the Molly
missed the
pops.
Molly.
And Yafel just punishes the push.
Yeah, instantly ready for an over-aggression. Renand has wallbanged a player into cave. They might not be ready for the second one up close. Bane is ready for that one, but Renand going down in cave means that the T's essentially have mid and donut, but nothing else. This will let them split into A, but slowly the doors of backing up are closing as Sleepy has walked this mid flank.
This actually might not work out for the CTs purely because Sleepy's clearing this. I think they're aware of where they're at, but the timing's there. They can get out on site here.
They can. The problem is if they plant for donut thinking they'd just cleared it.
There it is.
Oh.
Doctor
It will
gets it
be
from
an
CT
immediate
and
cleanup.
Sleepy leans up on the flank.
Yeah. They just sort of got wrecked. They're falling apart. It doesn't feel like they have a default to get enough map control to really do anything off of. They're losing too many picks. Then by the time they've lost all these picks, the CTs can push through B, push through A main, figure out wherever the opening is, and just be proactive enough to shut down everything. Old school CSC really only does need a couple of rounds, but they've got to get started soon before this half just entirely doesn't go their way. This time they want the entry onto Komi, and it's a good trade. That being said, they lost
Sleepy
a
gets
player
one
back
from
in
ramp.
Ruins to Sleepy's long-range pick, and Sleepy's still here to lock down the site play, so all these rotates, everyone encroaching in on him, and a lost fight. That just is insult on to injury.
Yafel's pushed up quick onto Cat here. Renand looks ready for it, but flash comes out. Not quite deep enough, but misses the spray. Yafel gets one. Gets away with it, really. And the push. Andrew's looking for the push from there, and Tolman just cleans him up in the back.
The CTs have now gotten such the level of confidence that any gap in their net on a default is immediately exploited.
Again,
These
we're going to see
confident
this,
pushes. I
this
think it's
mixed
just what
buy
they
out of the
can allow.
T's.
Yeah. All
So
right.
we watched old school. Well, we somewhat
Watched them
watched Old
dominate
School
Vertigo,
CSC
and we know they
dominate
won
Vertigo. And they dominated Ancient prior as well. Yeah, that's correct. But T's taking an early advantage here, 3-on-5. They have the B site, but
And the A
No
site.
cave.
Jafel
And no
pushing.
one has bomb.
Is he aware? Renan's close. Gets the
Ooh.
shot.
This is the tough part. Now without Cave, there's really no safe place on this B site. Maybe their option is to clear into CT, but all of the CTs are here just sort of surrounding it. So instead, they're bringing the bomb away. And as they
Docta's
go
in
into
CT
CT, they can pick off the site players, and that'll pull the rotate. Now A is completely open. Old school CSC, an avenue into it, and that is a beauty of a shot.
I think we're going to see Komi go for this one. They're up big. A lot of money flowing on the CT side. Might as well try to damage as much as they can, because really, winning this round with 4 alive is borderline necessary now. This shot rings out. They know where he's at. Seems aware Deschel might be here. Looks away last second, though. Gets taken out. Good round for the T side. You see that money. Everyone up to around 6 grand. Instead, they can buy back in here, and they'll still have enough to buy no matter what. TT is going to have to dip into that bank as well. They still have enough, at least for another round, if they end up tossing this one.
Yeah,
I think maybe that mid smoke from the T side might just not going far enough. It landed that time, though. Docta punished for pushing through, and Yafel playing Cave the same way, starting to get pre-fired there by Renan, getting used to what he's doing. He pushes into Lantern.
By spotting the player there in Donut, they know that Red Room is clear and they can tuck into it. Because usually just 2 CTs defaulting towards mid. Oh, the op posted on Donut, punishing Yafel for just trying to escape, just trying to live his life there.
I don't think they're ready for the second player.
With the bomb pushing up. That is the bomb dropped, and that's a second for Toldman. Now he can spin back into the site. The thing is, there's a player coming from each side of him, though Renan should be caught in the back. Instead, Sleepy decides to run up towards mid, and Renan hears the footsteps.
Toldman with the massive 3K this round. Getting 2 into Donut and then returning to the site player, getting the lurk from A main. Bomb dropped in Donut here, both CTs standing on it, and Renan left alone. Has 2 already, but Komi back bottom mid just staring at Red Room, and Donut just locked down.
They're split up enough to make this possible, to make 2 gunfights essentially possible. The problem is,
that's it.
Yeah, how do you expect that angle from window all the way into red? Taking them down 10-1, double digits for Team Toldman. This is already a solid half. I'd say 10-5, about what you can expect out of how CT-sided Ancient has become. That being said, they want to go for even more.
Can we say deja vu?
Wow. Old school CSC would need to pull up another 2 rounds somewhere.
This is a very interesting smoke that they've just been throwing straight out of spawn. The smoke molly combo, pushing them back, basically denying any control of front cave, and the spam on anyone close. Fernand tagged up by it. Komi, just a master of holding down this cave area. The molly does force him forwards, and that spray so labored, almost a double, but instead, that's double picks, 1 on each side of the map. They're working their way into A, and in the meanwhile, that bomb is walking up B. A player lost, and still a player up at short. That is Sleepy. They could deny all of this if Bane isn't ready. Staying tucked, swings out, shot in the side. Now the bomb's going to get planted. There's still the player over in A main. And so for now, Renand has to solo hold.
A long road back for
that smoke.
Yeah, almost, but instead he phases the long smoke. This could be everything. Wins the first duel, instant headshot onto Docta. Now Sleepy's a little bit nervous, and in the meanwhile, there's a player coming up ruins to ramp. Molly on the bomb.
Molly's big.
Stall. Yeah, that's gonna waste so much time. Renand eventually goes down, but now Hakuba's up. The Molly has stalled for long enough that he should be able to get on this. However, opt down. There's still time on this. There's still a kit, and there's 11 now. Even more for the CTs.
Akub trying to get a lineup on that bomb, saw the smoke come in, but smoke didn't cover the angle from elbow side and just gets punished for being, quite frankly, just wide.
Teams seem to have the most luck on these rounds where they basically just split their team and have 2 go take A, 2 take B, and then just pray that disrupts the CTs enough.
Yeah, the issue, I like that they're spreading out to sort of punish these pushes, the over-aggression.
There it is again by Komi.
They can't
locking it down.
He's shutting down any kind of cave control, any kind of aggression there into Cheetah. And
Big
in the
tag
meanwhile,
onto Destro.
the players up towards A. They do Molly Toldman out. The Hakoob's not ready for him up close. Andrew's not even looking the right way. That silencer, so tough to find. And Destro, I mean, this was
Miles
their
away.
map pick, but I think old school CSC just sort of has to shrug this one off.
Miles away. Never forget that Hibben threw a 14-5 lead on Ancient in the major grand finals of CSC Season 6.
Lindley, of course he'll say that because he was the one to win it. That I casted that game and it was insanity.
Just shout out to shout out to chat. Oh man.
I'll never forget it. I'll never forget the spray from back plat to temple. I'll never forget Dibes literally just looking like he's cheating, doing so well. And well, they haven't forgotten the classic strat, rush B, do not stop. And they get a trade, they get sight, and they're taking long. Long control is very important because they don't have cave. Getting there into it. There is Doctor up here close. He's stuck, but he's still off the line. That's two. Make it a third. No. Hakoob dropping him down. And so this one's still possible because Renand is also up, and he is a turret there at the long stairs. Toldman gonna molly that out so that they can swing close, but now the T's have moved, repositioned over to short. Renand's gotten another smoke tap on the bomb, swinging up close, and Hakoob finishes a second. Old school CSC double their rounds right as we're about to close out this half. And there's one more to see who has momentum going into the second half of this map 1.
Glad to see the T's finally do just a 4-man hit B. You know, we've been seeing this 2-2-1 prong attack, you know, a little bit of work in middle, a little bit of out of A main, see what's going on B, with Comey just locking down Jaguar like that. It's a lot harder. When you just 5-man roll up, you have a lot better chance, you know. They can't plant the bomb anywhere but sight, so take it. You don't need everything. Just haul up that ramp, and you're seeing it here again. The nades come out. T's mollying all over B site. If L's on a weird flank here, he might have spotted that, and they might not be ready for him quickly, but the wall spam comes out from Kami, but Renand gets that flank that I was talking about. Docta also there. Kami just unstoppable.
Locking down the site. 2s and 3 kills almost every time they go here.
Oh.
Sleepy not ready. Renand gets a second. And he swings wide, gets another. But Sleepy takes down Bane. He's not ready for Renand. Smoke, but he is ready! Here's the steps, flicks, and gets the kill in the defuse here.
That is quite the shot to finish out this half.
13-2 half by Toldman's team there. That's tough. Toldman going crazy. Yeah. 205 ADR. What is that?
What is that? All right. Toldman, yeah, they're doing solid. I believe it could just because the disconnect reconnect. Or no, maybe that wouldn't have been on Toldman. Either way, still doing a lot of damage, and Renand really the only one who can stand up to this dominating presence. The one person who's been fragging out consistently, though it's Bane who has to lock down here on the A site. They're rushing up, they're getting temple control, and Bane's gotten one down. 1 for 1. And the C-Teams are still in a decent retake spot as the bomb goes down there at default. The T's, they basically have no control. They're just completely stuck. I would say this is very CT favored, but they retake Donut perfectly together. Flurry of headshots, a flurry of frags, and Comey grabs the last 2.
Interesting. I mentioned it earlier. We see both teams actually go A on their pistol round, with the B stack typically being common and punishing as Team Toldman just rushes out of A main. No donut needed.
Yeah, they were in such good retake spots, but it was a perfect mid-round there from the T's to just say, we're going to push into donut. We're not going to sit here in sight and let ourselves get picked off. And when they get in their faces, they let the duels happen, and they gladly eat up the frags. Only 2 more for them to secure this map and actually one-up, essentially, what old school CSC did when they 16-3'd FAMAS OP on T side. But Potential to stack dough. They're definitely stacking up confidence as the B site is theirs. One player in mid, Hakoob's 5-7, only one and done. These last two CTs might as well try at the retake. Renand, we've seen how dangerous he can be, but it's still really tough, really awkward. A beautiful shot though. And two
Has
more to
the
find.
AK now.
Yeah, player
Not
site,
expecting
a
the player
ramp, but
close.
doesn't expect that at all. Sleepy on the off angle. Renand goes down. Potential to stack dough. Match point already. This is just map 1 of a best of 3 though, so we've got more to play if old school CSC can calm their nerves, figure out what's gone wrong. In the meanwhile though, something's gone wrong here for the T's as that gun had dropped up on the bridge. Finally able to jump and grab it.
Gonna change out the timing here. This mid smoke's gonna be late because of it though.
Oh, and I
Not that
believe
makes
it
a big
missed. Yeah, it
difference.
hit the corner.
Not that it's going to make a difference here, as Fernand had already pushed up middle, but you know that delayed the T's. Let the CTs take a lot of aggression without having to fight for it.
Oh, the T's have no map control either.
But
That being
Tolman,
said, Toldman.
Tolman decides that he does have map control.
Yeah, he just knew that he'd get it, you know, just with his gun. Caught out.
Hakoob taking it right back.
Yeah, and wants to go further. Wants to try to
But
shut
should
this one
not
down
have.
quick. Instead, going
flurry
down,
of trades in
Bane,
mid.
nothing. Yeah, this looks done. This is done. Potential to stack dough, 16-2. Domination on Ancient as we get ready for Overpass, which was their pick, though it's definitely a map that old school CSC will be familiar with. And we'll see how that one goes down in just a sec. Because they definitely need a breather. They need a mental reset or something after that absolute stomp. Alright. We've hit the transition point. We're gaming. It's time. Map 2, here on Overpass. Hopefully old school CSC can show up a little bit more. And
On
if
the
not,
good
well,
old Overpass.
potential to stack dough will sweep this one straight from winner's side too.
Shout out to these ranch chips that helped me get through the pain of that last game.
Damn. Shout out to the bubble tea that I drank so that I have enough caffeine to cast this one. And I'm like so ready, I'm so hype, and it's like, oh, 16-2.
Yep.
Shout out to Observer Firehawk for showing us all the camera while you guys couldn't see, giving me enough rage to get through this game.
Fucking
Yes,
camera,
this
man.
camera. I'm still angry. You don't need to show me again. I'm angry
Fine
enough.
camera, you know?
Haven't me and
Get it.
Shade suffered enough from
Literally
this one?
anything else to look at, please.
I like the
Oh,
camera.
the shadow behind
pretty.
the camera. So it's still the fucking camera. The, like the lack of light that should be there if there wasn't a camera. I love it so much more. Then what the fuck is that shadow? You know what? I don't care. I'm still angry. Shows literally anything else. Thank you.
This being Team Tobin's pick, we're gonna see old school CSC choose to start. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Tobin's pick. We're gonna see old school CSC choose to start on the CT side. Kit on Andrew with the smoke. Rest of them 4 armor, and then our boy little AFK there, but he's getting there. He's got the spirit.
What?
Nades on the T side, flash
Ready
and a
for
smoke.
the CT push?
Are looking for the CT's push. Interesting. Maybe they know something we don't. We do see a large B stack. Destro, you're gonna hear Sleepy running up. I guess we call it.
This is not good for a
Bastards,
coup.
but the beast. Oh no. Oh, Renan, it's a shot.
Just
Coming out of Monster
picking
Hits
these
too.
players out.
Andrew gets a third. And Renan just gonna tuck away. The bait almost worked. The CTs were leaving B, but T's pushing just a hair early. They didn't get quite through graffiti.
Earlier, it's just, you know, there's no counter to having Renan just tap 3 of your players down, or 2 of their players down on the entry.
Rotates are quick. T's opting, no bomb plant. We're gonna see AKs come out next round. No buy here. We're gonna just probably post up, look around, try to waste these nades, waste that money of the CT side.
My guess would just be like 5 players try to kill the one close monster and or give the close monster player a clip.
That's always the
One
most
or the
entertaining
other.
way to do it.
Destro flashing over, gonna spam. Saw the legs. Knows one's there. Kami and Tobin gonna phase the smoke. Hoob thinks better of it and backs out. There was a world there that Hoob just gets absolutely punished. Just like Yafel did right there. Destro taking him out long range. But Hoob sees 2 and it's like, oh no, I'm not dying to Glocks here. I'm gonna run back to bridge.
Renan, but far more confidence.
He's just wasting time, wasting utility from the CT side, doing what you want. Dinks onto Destro, but not going to be enough to do it. Docta punished as Sleepy also goes down to Renan in connector.
And they're all gone. And the Glocks, we're done. And now it's AKs versus FAMAS and 3 SMGs and a scout. So this is where old school CSE probably want to come up with something creative.
As mentioned earlier, Team Tolman out here with the AKs. Light utility, better buy than you'd anticipate. No one even went for anything last round, so they had the maximum amount of money that they could get after losing pistol.
What
And
I
it's
will
a
say is
3-1-1 classic default. Classic, take some fountain control, just sort of vibe,
going through.
hold the B push, clear con, and then figure out if you want to go down con to B or XEA.
There's a world old school CSC might be in trouble here. You know, they're up against 5 AKs, but they still have 3 MP9s, the Scout. They do have the 1 rifle on Bane Gaming with the FAMAS, but
they gotta push for some info or get a stack on the right side or something. Ooh, and the water push is where the info comes in.
And there it is. Destro down early. Sleepy taking out water. You know, CTs didn't play con this round, so it really gave a lot of control early into that A area in the bathrooms.
Yeah. I think it makes sense to not play con, but what they need is a double push, something like that where they can get the trade, because if not, yeah, you get info on your push, but you lose a life. They lose another one now, finally getting a trade, but even then, Hakub has to just sort of solo hold this. Smoke's coming into both sites, Flash is raining over, and A site is the area of attack. Sprinting on up, Bane Gaiman, the only one stuck in the back of the site and shot down by Toldman. Meaning Hakub's just going to try to find this AK that had dropped, though it looks like it's being bodyguarded, and Sleepy should be able to finish up this round.
Team Toldman with some great flashes on the A site there. We saw that smoke on the truck that actually allowed Toldman to see Bane Gaming's feet below the smoke before Bane could see him.
Dang, see his feet? Usually got to pay for that.
Unfortunately, he only
Firehawk.
charged the bullets.
I want you to know how disappointed I am in you. Exceedingly disappointed.
It's the
No,
camera.
I don't even the wind-up is bad. Stop. Please.
Unfortunately, we've seen it so many times, the camera is recognizable from the very beginning.
All right.
Going quick up at the con here again. Wasted a molly with that smoke coming out. A little bit of a miscommunication between Kami and FL. The CT's not going for con control here again. Gets punished.
Ooh.
Andrew trying to sneak up long, maybe find some out. Tobman ready for it.
These individual pushes are just not working out. They are so ready on the side of potential to stack dough. And I mean, they all know what it's like to push on in, given how much they were pushing on CT side Ancient. So they're aware of it when they're on T.
For we did not get to see a whole lot of T side come out of Team Tolman on that Ancient game with a 16-2 win, but it's just, you know, we're seeing a lot of good team play come out of Team Tolman here. You know, a lot of good self flashes, a lot of team flashes coming through, and just patient waiting here. You see that he's ready and waiting outside of B in the water. We're gonna probe up, do some damage. It's going to cause Koob to start thinking better of it, back up. Renan going to stand tall here at the wood wall, but Sleepy, he's ready to look. Renan with shadow advantage, going to take out Sleepy. And that hit's going to have to come out of water quick. They're looking for him. And they're going to get punished. Renan with another on Docta. And a third on the Kami. Tolman trades back. Yafel getting one as well.
This is a tough spot now. They've cleared out A. It's all on whether Toldman can just stay alive, let the bomb come in. That's exactly what he's doing.
Yafel, plenty of time to get that bomb down.
No
Destro
utility
gonna hear it.
either side. It's just going to come down to aim duels.
They're both going back long and Bath. I like that they're at least going to be together.
Akub caught up. Both of them coming up maze right now. It's like Destro maybe walking out of bank, maybe back dice right at this moment. And Hakub on truck already.
They'd love a smoke for bomb, but instead they just have to tap it and look for fights. Goldman, well, that's a fight that he's going to win. Destro goes down while he's trying to get on the bomb. Hakub pushing up forward, and the crosshair is placed perfectly.
Great 4K by Tolman. Gets that early rotate onto B. Renan stands tall, but it doesn't matter. Tolman never leaves. Tolman doesn't go down on A. He instead takes it and takes the round away from the CT side.
These T's very well could be trying to get their whole 16-2, just letting them get the 2 rounds right away. Back to back.
Trying to 16-2 again? Maybe if they 16-3 this one, then it'll be the opposite of that previous game.
Or we can, see some actual competitive Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I'd be down for that, honestly. This round, I doubt will be it.
Full save outside of this P250 on Renan, who can't quite close the kill out on Sleepy there. 95 damage, but it ain't quite enough. Bane and Andrew coming up on this monster flank. They look ready for it, but Sleepy, 5 HP, gets taken down. Leg shot. AK on Tolman, I got shot, I'm gonna back up. Paid Gaming, gonna go down. Flashed out. Kami, not quite sure where he's at, but turns around and Tolman comes in and says, I'm farming eco stats, give me the kill. Another 4K for him.
Alright. Guns out on everybody. No CT op, but rifles to do something. I think either if they go B, Renand can just shut everything down, and if they go A, the CTs have got to be together. And they're getting early fountain pressure. The thing is, it's not a kill. Andrew shut down. There's 2 more CTs to hold this, but Docta's still ready. They might not expect the player up party. That's Renand who's come to join. Here's all this movement. Docta's ready, but he misses his op shot.
And that's
Comey
that
has
con
come
control.
up from con.
Yeah, I mentioned
That
it
leaves
earlier.
A side open for the taking.
CT's just not taking that con control early, not confident in this middle fight. Don't want to leave someone alone in bathrooms to maybe hold it or take water together, and it's costing them. You know, the T's just free reign, running up con,
Yeah.
taking
Honestly,
water.
it's fine to
and
not have
taking
con
middle.
control early, but then you really need to have a good setup that can cover it. Because anyone trying to come out of con is basically in an impossible situation unless you're just not looking and no, he fell. I don't even know
Destro
if he was
couldn't
meaning to look at
decide.
that. That was just a
Destro couldn't
pre-fire.
decide who to shoot at.
Boom,
And then
straight through the smoke.
EFL says, you know what? I know where to shoot at. Right there. Through the smoke.
Reported.
Easiest report of my life.
SMH, I cannot believe you are a cheater here on Face It.
Sleepy taking down Hakub out in Monster with that long range fight. CT's back on pistols again, and you know, we see Bane here back to connector, going down there. Yafel and Tolman trying to peek over into divider, see if they can catch anybody lacking. As Sleepy takes down Renand in the water. Holdman
They just fall apart again.
taken out by Andrew but gets traded out. Bane Gaiman spotted by Docta if that shot goes off. Posted up with the op. It's not going to be a good peek to take here. There it is. Down by Docta, does get the one shot out. Destro on B side with this Deagle, hearing the ants outside of the site run around, the smokes come in, the flashes, and Kami gets taken down looking close right, but there's Yafel just posted up looking for the AK grab.
I think that old school CSC really needs to get an op and to get it working.
Well, there you go. It's on Bane Gaming this round. Trying to get something together. Or is he going to lead us off too? As he looks like he's going to take it to middle through bathrooms. Might see a peek into lower here. Tease with the greatest splash of my life. Doctor going to be late on that op, but Bane Gaming thinks better of it. Flashed off, backs up. There's the con control we see out of Andrew come in. Gets one, but traded out. And that leaves Bane Gaming on an island. He's got to run all the way back to site. He can't hold this by himself.
Yeah, the one for one is info. And Bane can still post on this for a little bit, assuming no one's going to sprint up long just yet. In the meanwhile, the rotates come in. They still have 2 people, Destro and Renan. Definitely a power duo there holding down B. So I wouldn't call
Molly,
either side a weakness right now.
Molly hit clips on the wall there, not quite the right angle for the divider, Molly. Scared of that op. Goldman tagged up bad by Hakub and actually taken down.
This is now when the teams are taking fights into the CTs on their own. And that's where they went it out. Instead of just solo dry pushing, they hold the proper angles, textbook CS as they take them down. And I mean, I would say a save here is the most logical thing, but I don't think that Potential to Stack Dough is really focusing on what's most logical. They want to push through smokes and just shoot heads.
I'd say the damage is important. Kami takes down Destro with Renan trading. Docta knows where he's at, goes for the shot, can't quite hit it, but gets that one. Looks for the player Heaven, almost had the shot.
If he gets that one, oh, that could be everything. Instead, just planting. Hakub reloads. They're one coming from each direction. Docta's still back on pillar. Now going to peek out and catch the side of Bane Gaming. So Hakub in pit. 1v1 now, as Docta's even been able to slip back, holding pillar. He's got the perfect angle, but that's the perfect flash, just not far enough. Barely dodged by Docta, and so Docta can win out that clutch. Oh, is that a 1v3?
Yes,
You said they needed to save the round, and Docta took that to heart and saves it completely. deals it away.
This guy's a sub. He was there, signed up as their sub, just meant to be playing in, and instead hops in on the main roster and, well, carries them through that round.
Con stack.
Okay, I mean, Comey's just sort of been sprinting up Con a lot, so it's good for
Yeah,
him to
there's a
just try
way
to
to
shut him
catch him
down
out.
with pistols.
You know, they scoop and they walk out.
Or at least
Get
try.
two, get all three.
Oh!
Comey just ready for it. Renan with the AK takes down Sleepy and turns around and takes down Comey, but he's at B site. Oh, that's a mistake by
Oh.
Doctor. He can still get shot there, and there it is. Andrew thinks better. Shoots him through the wall. It's a 2-on-2. Renan in a weird spot, but the Gout gonna prove Andrew. No scopes allowed. Tolman, close
They're
range.
cut off from the bomb right now. Ooh, but Renan didn't know. He thought he had to peek out wide, and instead, they are ready.
Have a 7-round streak by the T side here after losing pistol in the following save. The AKs rang true in round 3, and they've continued to ring the rest of this half. The old school CSC finding themselves in a similar situation, just on the opposite side. Tolman some early molly damage on that back of playground. Andrew pushed up here. Tolman doesn't seem aware, looking for the long push. Flash to the party and takes down Ben Gaming, but not ready for the second. Andrew traded out by Docta.
That is so important that they keep that advantage and they keep all of the info towards A. Both the players going down. Bathrooms is theirs, but Destro, he finds the move back, slips into the perfect duel, and now 3-on-3. They've still got a good shot at this, given that they've crept Hakub up long.
And Hakub's calling this in. They know they're there. The molly's coming out, the smoke's out. But T's already with really forward positions here. Yafal could fall to him as Hakub's probably going to start to look for one. But just the perfect angle. Can't quite spot him. He got away. Doctor swinging, then takes down Hakub. Disaster.
Shot.
Off his arm, but doesn't quite. Detro from behind gets 2. Unknown where the last one's at, but they know now. Yafel takes him down. Renan can't quite do it. Hakub, the linchpin,
just ups and downs.
Almost
the
saved the
linchpin
round
on
was
long.
Destro, but instead, Docta with a beautiful flick. Actually, just too patient there was Hakub. They weren't watching, and then finally they were. Just as he decides to go up and peek. And that shot was just beautiful.
And in 8 times 3.
10 out of 10 grenade lineups. You know they're pros at this. Hakub, the water push. This is like, I don't know, it's his specialty. Seen him do it in Challenger, seen him do it here, and, well, Mac attacked right on out of there. They have gone through Monster. Destro's been spotted, knows that there's some up close. First 1 dig is his, no more. Yafel can shut down, get the one at long range. And now they can get B, and these last CTs just gonna tuck and run all the way back through their spawn. Maybe try to pick up a gun. That's a kill for Bane Gaming. Swapped over to the Scout instead, and just gonna go wrap CT.
Doubling his kill count there.
Could even triple it if he's ready for someone up close, but no. Fell. Grabs it, 3K in the round. Shut down the pistols again. And old school CSC again have a buy. But really, Bane Gaming just hasn't been able to find a lot of impact with this op. It's unfortunate being in a spot like this where, I mean, it's just so difficult for them to try to claw their way out, given that none of the duels seem to be going their way. And when they are, it's just timings and chaos that is induced by potential to stack dough.
Good to see Andrew take down this con pressure, but he's left on an island with that middle just kind of being wide open as Yafel and Tolman.
That's the dangers of playing
We
con.
don't need con. We have a site. Docta
Yeah, this is
here's
why-
this run up, but takes steps himself.
This is
Andrew
why most
kinda
people
locked
don't want to
into his
default
position.
con.
Docta
Oh,
just ready for it. Takes it
Yeah.
down. Bomb comes in with the cleanup.
They do have nades to try to stop this plan, or at least get damage, get this retake started. Hakub, nothing gets started there because Toldman wants to end it. Ends
That
his life
delayed
there at
bomb
bank.
actually
Right.
worked out for them there with Destro kind of locked into water. Not sure if it would still be B or A, as you know, no one had heard anything yet. But 3 is late on this con push, and Doctor
Ooh.
posted from Divider.
Renan and Destro both mainly being B players means that the majority of their firepower, at least the people that are finding impact right now, are down there on B, and so they're either left in impossible retakes or just in really tough spots, given that potential to stack dough has always just been abusing that A site.
Back to the pistols for the CTs, as we're going to see this pistol bind, pistol bind, pistol bind, as long as they continue to lose. Shot on the Toldman, but Andrew taken down in con. The fight just coming in too late now. Kami tagged through the wall. But this long push, pretty here. Bell ready, but not ready enough. Bane takes one down, he's going to stand. Takes down Toldman. That's 2 for him. The op posted in long, though. Console playing the waiting game. Who fights long with the AK, but the Tech 9, too good. Renan trades it back. 3-on-2 for the CT after this Deagle buy, but Kami decides better of it. Bane Gaming's here on bomb. Kami was low and doesn't get away with one. They knew where Docta was earlier. He had that Tech 9 kill from Tree, and the op ready for it. Spotted in the air. Who's gonna hit the shot? Destro trying to jiggle, but the Tech 9 of Docta. Who
Docta's just not messing up these clutches.
It seemed like Bane Gaming had finally put in the work, put in the hours he wanted to take what was his, but instead, as he goes down there, it's another Docta clutch.
We're seeing RTs get a little cocky here with an M249 purchase.
Sleepy's a special kind of player.
And Andrew Punish trying to go for that aggressive con, but Kami thinks better, but mollies the stairs, makes him run out into the spray. Sleepy gonna push up long with
they're gonna get close. He is not ready for this. Here's all the footsteps, but can he even escape?
Oh no! Toldman steals it away.
Can the M249 actually get a kill?
Renan shaking in his boots. Stands tall, gets one, gets two.
Oh, he does.
But Sleepy with the M249 trades it out. Destro takes down Kami. We're in a 2-on-2.
Okay, here in a 2-on-2, but Docta here's the rotate.
Oh,
Boom,
that's a
headshot.
Unnecessary 10 HP, just obliterates him, and it's a 1-on-1. Hakub, the A1S versus Sleepy with the M249. Sleepy with bomb,
Only
though.
26 bullets
And
left.
Hakub, he's going to decide it's B. He's got to go look. Sleepy just going to walk up.
Heaven's a good spot to play here, because he can hear it, yeah.
There's the bomb plant, but where's it planted? Where does Sleepy decide to go? Drops the smoke directly on bomb, and they're walking to each other. Who's gonna see first?
Ooh.
It's Hakub spotting the arm. Where's bomb? I don't know where's it.
The one tough part there is that M249, I mean, nothing beats out the A1S when it comes to body shots, and so when you just see the shoulder, they shut him down.
Their overconfidence proved to be a flimsy shield.
All right. Old school CSC, one more for Zonix Law. One more for 411. And then we maybe get some.
411.
Sleepy not backing down, repurchasing the M249.
Omi has the
Negev.
Negev. Honestly, I think Negev is better than M249.
Toldman attacked by the scout, but takes him down. Bane Gaming gonna trade out the wall with that op. Destro spots that M249. He's scared. He's running away. That's too many bullets to come at him.
The souvenir, it's got the spirit sticker. The gold kind of matching with the red. It's a 6 skin.
That's a phase spirit off a Mirage, it looks like.
Oh, that Mirage was crazy. I mean, that whole series was crazy.
Kami switches back to an M249. Hakub spotted and shot. Taken down by Sleepy. Misses the molly due to it. See
Yeah,
a
that
quick little
jump was
heaven
just
smoke
way
came
too
in.
awkward. I think he was trying to jump spot, saw them, and threw it as he was falling down.
Destro walks up behind Sleepy, he's aware, but the CTs, they rotated down. They're both,
Yeah.
all three.
This water control is info that B is open, but they don't know it yet.
And Kami's got this on lock.
The
Tolman,
thing is, the T's are going
he's got
slow
to
as
call
well.
it. He's got to be looking through. He's got to call this. You fell? Doctor, you got to move. It's wide open.
No,
Bane
they're
Gaming going to
just,
post back
they're
up into
pausing.
bank.
I think they want someone to peek bank and go for info. And honestly, if I was a CT and I had water
Here it
here,
comes.
you might
The
peek
shot.
bank for info, but water's already the info. Yeah, shot given. Bane just gonna tuck back. They all can rotate up. They know exactly where this is coming in. And all that they have to do is wait, delay, get a pick, stay alive, and then the retake is so possible. The thing is, smoked off. They might just have to play this retake 3-on-3. Coming up behind, Destro getting that kill. Sleepy's M249 not working great at long range. And now, this is where they have the advantage, and this is where they should be able to close in the final round. Beautiful flashbang forces Doctor off the angle. Yafeldo has got the bathrooms picking. Now that Doctor has that one, they're in a real rough spot. Bane trying to stick in the smoke, and Doctor, again the closer. And try as they might, old school CSC. They have a player tied for top frag in the whole server. That is Renand. But only 3 rounds, and they might just bow out of this Trashmoe Cup before they even get much of a say in things. It all really rests on this pistol and the subsequent Force by Wars.
The CT's just punished by the T's moving through. Molly on pistol is rare to see. You fell. Gonna hear them run by. But punished. Bane Gaming waiting and lurking behind that Molotov. Not as confident to go through it, and it benefits him. Doctor early con aggression. And oh no! Hits the backing up shot against Andrew. That's brutal.
I'm reporting, Doctor.
Kobe's lurking for it here at the door. And Haku punished, not ready for the second player to be there. Thought he had escaped into water, and Sleepy takes down Bane. It's all down to a 1v4 from Renan. Hits the Goosh on the Tallman, knows where 2 players are, but has to fight both at the same time, and Sleepy just closes that one out. Doesn't get headshotted by the Glock.
Oh my god, I was joking about it, but this could be a 16-3.
I said deja vu, and it's really feeling like it.
We have been in this place before.
Deja vu, we've been in this place before. Anyways,
Glocks are con, but only sending 3. Andrew just sent to stir the hornet's nest.
DT's buying rifles up. T's gonna just choose to go for the Glocks. They know those AKs can come out in the second round, but not doing the damage that they probably hoped they could do. CTs know better. They went ahead and purchased A1Ss. They know that they're going to have to save for these AKs. They want to go ahead and have these rifles for the next round. They know it's going to be Glocks. They don't want to be stuck with these MP9s and give T's a chance to come back.
if you're trying to come back, this is the one gun round that you have for old school CSC. So I have a question. What strat do you call out of spawn? Something quick to try to get the confidence going? Something very loose to try and just let Renand go crazy? Or what is it?
You know, I actually call a slow shot. You want to take water here on this next round. Kami going for the knife on Andrew there. Can't quite get up the ladder quick enough. It almost takes down Sleepy, but can't quite get him. You're going to want to take water here. You want to go for this late B push. You want the A players to get aggressive, start looking for you. And right about the time you think that they know you're not there, you need to bust out. You got to smoke heaven. You need to molly barrels, and you need to flash in front of front pillar. And let those 4 players come out of monster with 1 guy in water. And you just have to hope you hit the shots, hope the smoke came out right, and hope the flash got him.
I'd personally send as many as I can A, mostly just because of the con pressure that we've seen. And the fact that they could just sort of circumvent everything through long as an avenue. Fell! Oh, what is that? Speaking of con pressure, he's up, through a smoke, and out of there. Instant kill, and another one for Toldman. It leaves Renand and Andrew left up 2v3 for their economic life for match point here in this one. And Andrew's caught in the side. Sleepy just sprints on up. These CTs are everywhere, in your face. Aggressive gameplay despite being on the defensive side. And Renand left up 17 and 15. He's been doing great with his 126 ADR. That being said, this would still have to be a wonderful clutch. And he's gotten the first one, gotten an
Tolman's already
avenue
on the
into
flank.
sight. He
He's
could
up
plant
top.
the bomb, but the peek up spotted over the top.
And there it is.
Flank down. Whew. Renand falls 15-3. Old school CSC, now they've got to force up. Now they've got to get Tex, Deegs, Galils, Mac 10s, whatever they can afford. It's 2 whole scouts.
Every dollar spent on hopes and prayers for this round. Or just
mean,
attack.
Gets the Zeus out of there. And gets the peek into there. Doctor collateral. Doubles up. The Doctor is in, and overpass is his domain. Doctor with a third. That is the op presence to shut down this final round. Only 2 left up. And they've got to find a way out of connector here. Yeah, this is a tough one. Hakub coming up close. Waiting. Holden at top con. I doubt anyone gets aggressive, though Doctor probably wants to search for this ace.
He's definitely poking
Hakub
around
finding
for
a
it, trying to
timing.
spot one. Renan, gonna hear that spam, and Hakub gets the
Ooh, in
4K from
back.
Doctor. That's gonna be a
Not
GG's.
quite closing the ace.
Yeah, good game. Well played. A 16-3 and a 16-2. The only scorelines we have seen in all 4 maps played today. Has potential to stack dough are your champions for the Trashmoe Cup. This was the second Trashmoe Cup. There will, of course, always be more. Always free to join, and the winner, of course, gets, I believe, the trash pile, the trash can. I forget the name of it, but it's a lot of lovely skins that trash
It's
isn't the
another man's
best word
treasure.
because one man's trash is another man's treasure, but P250 sand dune kind of vibes. All right.
Who do you guys think were our grand finals MVP there?
It
Saw
feels
Tolman-
like it has to be Docta.
We saw Tolman stand strong on Ancient in the 16-2, but Doctor with just unstoppable on Overpass.
I think Docta's impact in some of those clutches was so big.
Quite definitely. If he wasn't there,
If he wasn't there, it's at least not a 16-2.
Yeah, he definitely prevented them from ever losing their momentum there. But then again, the momentum was so strong.
Well, Doctor clutches out the game and gets to clutch onto that grand finals MVP from the casters vote then.
Well, GG's. Well played. We're going to grab Sleepy in for an interview. Perhaps we can ask about the M249. Hello, Sleepy. How does it feel to essentially roll your way to a cool, calm, and collected victory?
Well, just like in Elite Finals, we won. So that was really cool. I've never lost a finals in my life for sure, because it's still not recorded that we lost Elite Finals last time. And I will not comment any teammates'
There's
behavior.
no
My
record
teammates
of
are doing
this.
nothing.
Not at
My
all.
teammates are
Didn't
saying
happen.
nothing in chat right now. There's no upsetness between anybody.
Well, you all just seem to essentially, even when you got down, Docta pulled out some crazy clutches there on Overpass. You were all working together on Ancient. Did you come into Ancient with a big like game plan for it, or did you just sort of play loose and fast and try to just get him off guard?
I'll be honest, none of us know ancient names. Kami's the only one who knows ancient names, and that's why we don't ban ancient for ESEA because he wants to play it. Other than that, we would ban ancient, but he's like, oh, I got the nades, I got the nade set. And we kind of knew positions, but I think it's just like Doctor's a really good player, so he's really good at just plugging and playing. And Tournament's really good at also filling like anchor spots. Pretty much the only person who's like playing a spot they're bad at is me on B ramp, but like I just need to not die, and it's fine. So Ancient was pretty fine for that. And then Overpass, we're all really good at Overpass. Like, it's the game it was the one we spammed in Elite last season, and it's the one we're trying to just play every single game in ESEA. Because I think
Fair.
that map's pretty easy, as long as we're all talking to each other and talking about rotations.
All right. Near the end of the game, you guys had a lot of money, so you decided to go with the M249. Was that a tactical choice? Do you think it's a really strong gun, or was that just a for fun choice?
Tilting the enemy team is tactical, one might say. Also, I definitely need practice with the M249 because every time I use that gun, I'm so garbage. It's either a one tap or like.
I was pretty disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah,
was
right,
like, it's
like-
got the M249. Man's gonna cook, and then I
I
you
whip
got
like
one.
70 bullets per.
You got one.
Did you see the jump log peak though? That was some pretty good. That was a pretty good Yakindar peak, I think.
The flash jump at the op,
Absolutely.
and then Toldman stole it. You didn't even get it.
No, it's because I want his KDA to be higher. We have a joke on the team that on Overpass, Toldman has like a 120 fucking ADR or on CT side, and on overall he averages like at least 90, 100 per game. He definitely carries
Damn.
our ESEA team. And I think Jack was asleep, which is why Doctor was playing, because we were gonna have Jack and Omega as our 5th, and Omega couldn't play yesterday, so Doctor was playing then, and I think Jack was asleep. Man, I'm reading the chat right now, and what is going on? What happened?
No, I don't know.
I was having fun. That's all I'm gonna say. I typed nothing toxic in chat. I typed GGs. I typed like have fun all the time. I had a great time.
All right. Well, GG's all around, everybody. I know it was a lot of fun. Even though some people got rolled, I've got to say, were we the team to play you all the closest?
Dude, I just want to say, like, it's not personal, but I hated playing that game so much against you because I thought Firehawk was playing, so I was like, all right, this is gonna be fun. Everyone's gonna be using stupid guns. Then she's not fucking playing on the
Yeah,
on the
then
game.
Firehawk
You
has
guys
a
get
meeting,
sub-
so we just pull an A bear, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a top frag."
Dude, the way you call, it's so annoying for me to be anchor because like you just call slow default strats, and I just want to fucking push things with SMGs and Mag 7s. But like, I'm like,
Hey,
alright,
we
I'm not
pulled a
gonna
couple
grief on
B
some-
rushes.
And then on T side, I was so done. I was just like, I don't want to play anymore, guys. Like,
Mm-hmm. And that's when
You
Birdseed was
took it
like,
so far.
"Screw it, I'll pick up the op." Everything went crazy in that
Yeah,
one.
so
So I've got to
dumb.
say, basically, the second
got
best
second, yeah.
team is the PP squad confirmed.
Absolutely. I'm sure I'm gonna see you guys in IM. You know, your team, and if you guys make another PP squad team, could you play 2 ESEA teams at the same time? You know, get like a Smurf. Or
I
something?
don't think I can. I'm gonna be honest. I think I have a better chance of making IM with IMOT than the PP squad, but
I don't know about that.
no offense, Firehawk and shit.
I don't know. I thought that team was pretty good.
Birdseed like never plays CS though. He comes out of hiding once every like 3 months, and we got him to play. Overall, though, it was fun to participate, and I'm glad that everybody just got to play a for fun event. Really, like that's where the focus should be. And GG's well played. And
Several people are typing.
Several people are typing.
I don't want to see.
Oh no.
Guys, like it hasn't been the serious suggestions chat in so long. I haven't had to read 500 messages when I get home. Like,
All right. Anyways,
All right, guys.
that's all in text chat. This is the wholesome stream, okay? Most wholesome stream ever. We only talked about feet pics once. Wait, nope, twice now. And thanks
You just
everyone
had
for
to bring
tuning in,
it
and have
Wait, really?
a wonderful
Why?
night.